What if all you needed was a rifle and a bullet? No range-finding binoculars. No wind meter. No special spotting scope. What if everything you needed was right here on your rifle? This isn't just a question. This is a challenge. A new standard. I've dedicated this year's shooting season entirely to prepare for the world's toughest civilian sniper challenge. Mammoth. If I stand a chance at being an effective sniper, not just finishing, but placing well, I need to know my weapon system, inside and out. It must be light, compact, durable,
15, 6 points.
and above all, accurate.
Okay.
This season isn't about gear for gear's sake. It's about mastery. It's about stripping everything back until there's nothing left but the shooter and the shot.
I did not see where that went. Oh, that's a good start.
Mammoth doesn't care how much you've spent. It doesn't care what you've trained for. Only how far you're willing to go. This isn't just shooting. This is survival through precision. Success through obsession.
Yeah, I'd say it's pretty thin. So in preparation for Mammoth 2026, right? We're doing a gear shakedown. Every time we come out to one of these matches, we're shooting it as if we were at the Mammoth Sniper Challenge, right? So the manual data card, when we shot that last year, it was so important to have your manual data. So what I've been doing is I've been making these data cards, holding them right here in my data card holder on my armband, being able to write down all of the stage information. Last match, we were having issues with being able to put the right in the rain card in here. So we made some improvements where I cut this on these two sides, and instead of sliding in, it's now Velcro. So I can go ahead and I can write all of my stage information right here. I can put that right where I need to. No issues with the paper getting wet and trying to smush it in there like we were last time. So, I mean, pretty fortunate that we went out and shot in the rain because, frankly, we were able to shake down a lot of good stuff. We were having issues with the scope fogging up. You know, we were having issues with writing and being able to do that while everything was wet, managing the gear while it was getting wet. So it's important to get out here and practice the way you plan on performing, right? So in the worst conditions. Another big thing was the bag. A lot of you guys had mentioned about this shooting bag. It was like really, really stiff. So I broke the stitching on this bag. It's got the light fill in it. But we broke the stitching on this, dumped about a third of this stuff out, and now this bag is a lot more malleable. We can work with it on our barricades, work with it on our props, and get that rifle real stable. Something that's super important when you're dealing with a lightweight rifle. So this gun is going to recoil a lot more than what I'm used to shooting a 20+ pound gun. So this bag is really going to help with the reduced fill in it. The exercise today is using the rifle as its complete system, the way it's intended. So we have a ranging device on top. It's the Tango Fire 4000. It's a weapon-mounted laser rangefinder that is slave to the reticle on my scope. So I press the button, it gives me the range. Now sometimes, like we experienced in the last match, it wasn't producing correct ballistic data. So that's why it's important to be able to look down the manual data and be able to cross-reference that to what the laser rangefinder is producing. So it's kind of like a sanity check, right? If we're not entirely sure that what we're getting is good, then we can come back over here and say, oh no, that's way off. It was something I experienced at the last match, and moving forward, this will always be something as an essential part of my kit. So things are going really well so far. We're testing it all out, shaking down the gear, finding some new issues, some things that we're gonna pop in here at the end of the video, and then we'll find ways to tackle that. But I appreciate everyone for reaching out in the comment section, trying to help me out, learning about using the rifle as a complete system as one cohesive unit. So thank you guys for all of that stuff, and keep commenting, keep dropping more stuff in the comment section. Let me know how I can improve. So with that being said, we're gonna get right back to the action, do a little bit more shooting for you guys. So engage.
Go back to center. Time.
Barely. That last one I didn't see, but the one before that, the diamond, was like under high, right over the. If it was a square,
Civilized
it would have been a clear high.
I think the second shot would have been.
Oh yeah.
I'm too offset.
I'm ranging everything.
Well, this is yeah. So one. You good on the iPad?
Not gonna get through this mag change, I don't think. Bag fall off. Come on. There we go. Decent recovery.
You made it with.
So I ranged every target while I was right here on the stage, then trying to troubleshoot. So I made a guess at the target 6 over there, and way underestimated it, right? Alrighty.
Small circle in front of the big rock, right? Yeah, the big rock and the.
Went pretty good. We're shooting the stage without knowing the ranges beforehand, right? So we go up there, we range all the targets. The Fire 4000 gives us our ballistic solution, and then we follow that. So I think that went pretty good. That's the goal today. It's just gonna use the ballistic solution on that rifle, make sure that we're using the entire system as intended, right? So yeah, I think we got the first one in the books. Feel pretty good about that. Gonna get a lot of good holdover practice today too. It's not something I typically do. So paying attention to where I am in the reticle, making sure that I'm accounting for everything on each shot. So yeah, feel pretty good about that one. On to the next one. I think we're first, so here we go. All right. All right, so I'm gonna start back here and build my position because it's something I gotta work on. Yep.
Okay. Engage.
I suck at rooftops, so definitely need the practice. So range, 307, 7.3. Okay, so now we're looking for N. .2. I saw that. Okay. Save you on that one. Okay. 7. See if I can even get a range on this 7.5. I'll dial this. Where did those go? Low and left. All right. Sweet. I suck at rooftops. So, considering everything, not a bad stage, I don't think. There we go. Thank you very much. Appreciate it.
I'm not sure where the others went.
Did you see that you went just over on the first attempt at 10?
Yes, I did. Yeah. A little low.
The further ones, the circle, both were high.
High and left, right? Yeah. I made an adjustment on the second shot on the circle, but it wasn't bold enough, I think.
Yeah, I saw you came back.
Yeah, I came back a little bit. Still a little high and left. Yeah. Yeah. Thank you. All right. So dial this back down to 0.
15.
Thank you.
It gets worse. I can't wait.
So
I said it gets worse.
I think everything's working. Just need to work on implementation. So rooftops, something I'm not super strong with, but glad we got the rep in today. And yeah, still using this for every single stage. I am helping my team with the spotting and stuff, but I'm not ranging anything. So when we go to these, when I go to shoot my stage, I'm pretty much shooting it with blind numbers, pulling all of my data off this and doing holdovers. So yeah, the system's working. So I feel pretty good about that. And on to the next one.
Water ready?
Got that? Yep. Got spotters? Yes. Shooter, are you ready? Oh, I'm sorry. I thought you loaded up. Yep. Shooter, are you ready? Yeah. Stand by. I did see it. It was about
That's why you were left out. You were about a target low at 4 and about a target and a half low at 5.
In my match booklet, what I've done is I've gone over and sharpied all of the target distances. So when I write down the information that I'll need to pick from once I'm at the stage. So since I don't know the yardages, I'm just going to write down target description. So the description we have for this stage is target M. There's going to be 3 of them of different sizes. All it says is that I need to shoot them in the order of large to small, then change position, then small to large, then change position, then large to small. And each engagement will be 1 round at a time, 1 round engaged, then move to the next target. So yeah, that's kind of what I've been doing. And what we do now is we rip this off, fold it up, and all this information will conveniently be able to go in here now as we drop that onto the ground. And that's a big improvement over what we were doing last week. So pretty happy with that.
Yep. All right, go gadget.
Yeah, I got all the stuff, that's for sure. My own, you see my own 100 Concepts flip-up scope cover?
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, zip ties. All right.
Shooter ready?
Yep.
Water ready? Stand by. Engage.
All right, so on the bag first. So we look over the gun, and sort of where we want. And there we are. Get a range 865. So we'll go 7.3 is what it calls for. Since it's just 1 target, we're going to keep that on the dial. All right. I did not see where that went. Not off to a good start. $865. Okay, so we were left bag's not big enough for this barricade. Figuring that out. There we go. I knew I needed to get to that one. Let's come down here. Issues with the size of this bag. That's for sure. There we go. Oof. Well, that could have been better. One impact.
Yes, sir.
Yep. Jeez, this bag too. This bag was not right for this stage. I will remember that. Could have done better there. Ranges was good, 865 yards, is that what it was?
Yeah.
All right.
859 according to the book.
Yeah. Well, we struggled on that one. Yeah, that's a bummer. So on that one specifically, this bag was not the right tool for the job, so brought the wrong tool for tires. I'll have to remember that. Not sure if we want to make a compromise with weight or stiffness and go back up in some fill size, but learning something new every time. That could have been better. So, all right, on to the next one. Get that out of our heads. Let's move on and improve, see how we can do. So, alrighty.
There's something special about this sport. In that moment, right before the shot breaks, everything seems to fade away. Life slows for an instant. Sounds seem to go mute. And in that final breath, everything stops. It's the culmination of many different skills that determine your success. A mastery of all is required to win, and the task is as unforgiving as it is addictive. In times of failure, we find our best lessons taught. I've learned to seek this failure, because only in those moments can you truly grow.
All right, so Jay.
Why?
There's that.
I probably need that. I'll take a
5.4.
Make sure you bring your dough. Sir.
No call. We'll range it 725. We'll try 5.4. It's just too tough to see with the recoil. 6.4. I just don't know where to go. Try less. Okay, so it was less. That's time, right? All right. As I was figuring it out. So my dope is like 2/10. We appear to be like 2/10. So it's just so tough to see where it's going. I finally found it on my second go around when I got to that middle target. I finally found it.
Yeah, I'm watching you shoot and it's like, holy shit, that thing is...
It's just unsettled too, you know. This camera on the back doesn't help with the balance of the gun.
Well, I was gonna say too, because if you want, try shooting with the peanut, the MDT peanut, the bag. You can get it in 9 pounds or you can get it in 1.5.
Yeah, I want to get I definitely have to look into getting light fill options for sure. So,
Here, I think it.
well, there we go. That's the end of that.
Try that. That's the peanut like
Almost.
The peanut lightweight?
Yeah, it bounced off the very end of the rack.
All right, so we're finished with the rooftop stage. We only made one impact. It's just so tough up there. Got a lightweight rifle and it just likes to jump around on you a lot. So when I was pulling the trigger and that rifle was dropping back and the rear was coming down, right? It's just so hard to stay on target and try to spot that miss if you're not making that impact. I mean, it's important to spot your misses, and it's also important to spot your hits. If you nick the plate, you want to know where you hit it on. That way you could make an adjustment for the next one, for instance. But anyways, it was just so tough to see where my misses were. So I remember I went through those first 3 shots, okay? Missed all of them. And then when I went back through and I engaged that closest one, I really focused on driving the gun, getting my shoulder into it, controlling that recoil, and I was just barely able to spot a miss high left, right? So I got a little bit more comfortable on the next position and accounted for that. I dropped 2/10 down in my holdover. I've been doing holdovers all day, holdovers for both elevation and for windage. I dropped down 2/10 and I think I made an impact on that shot. So that just goes to show you how important it is to manage that recoil. Something I know I need to work better on. Another thing, people were talking about the light fill in the bags, right? So for Mammoth, it's going to be super important to get a bag that I know intimately and can work with really well. So here I have a short action precision, sort of a peanut style bag with the light fill in it. And I'm just not really having much luck with the bag. And one of the guys recommended that I look into the MDT peanut bag with the light fill. And I gotta say, this thing is fluffy. About the fill in the bags, it's really important that the bag conform around the gun to really lock it in when you rest that gun on there. The bag is so important. So I'm really excited to give the MDT peanut a try. I think here, after the match is over, we're shooting our last stage right now, just waiting for the rest of the guys to go through. But maybe I'll get a chance to really exercise my gun with this bag and see if it's something I want to invest in. But first impressions are pretty good. I like the MDT peanut. I wanted a peanut bag, and I kind of wanted this to be that bag, but I just don't know if it's going to be. So yeah, I'll keep you guys updated. I learned a lot today. Thank you for watching. Like, share, subscribe. Make sure to follow us on other social media platforms like Instagram at Average Shot Actual. It's going to be right here. We'll see how well I did in that in the edit. You can also follow me on Facebook, see what my day-to-day life is like. And you'll also get this cool footage, some of the behind-the-scenes stuff, really find out who I am as a person, the things I do in my professional life as well as my personal life outside of shooting. So yeah. Feel free to follow on the other social media platforms and show your friends. I hope you got something from this video. This is just nothing but gear shakedown. Every single week that we come out here and shoot a match like this, we are trying and testing new gear, new things. We got the Leupold MK4 on there today and the spur rings. I do like the weight of the Leupold. I like the overall weight of the gun. I just need to get it to balance a little bit better. So we're gonna think about other ways that we can balance it. Leave any suggestions in the comment section below on this video, and like, share, subscribe, reach out anytime you want. I definitely need all the help I can get. It's May here in Maine, and we're gonna be ready for Mammoth. We're approaching 7 months out for Mammoth in Virginia, so we don't have much time. I gotta physically fit, but I also gotta get this rifle ready. So thank you guys for watching the channel. I really appreciate it. Average Shot out.